So what's up?
Oh, not too much. I changed my car battery last Saturday.
Fine.
All on my own. That was a very mask moment for me.
I've done that before. Is your car American made or?
It is a Nissan, so it is not.
Oh, you're so fucking lucky. Because the thing is, it's not easy to change a car battery, but the thing is that they make it easier for you when it's not American made because they put the battery in a really accessible spot.
Yeah.
Whereas when in my old Chevy Impala, it is in order to access the battery, you have to unscrew an arm bar that is across other engine components, and then you have to worm your hand in between components in order to actually just unscrew the battery from its holdings.
Yeah,
you can't get any fucking torque in there, and then actually pulling the battery out is you have to fucking Tetris it through the gaps. I am never buying another fucking American made car as long as I can help it. I have another one now because it was monetarily necessary, but as long as I can help it.
Yeah, I don't recommend getting German cars either because that was when my battery died in my Volkswagen. It was just buried. It was so deep and back. It was in the back of most of it. It was just how is anyone supposed to access this without being 7 feet tall and a bodybuilder?
One of my taillights one of my headlights, I don't remember which one it was, went out last year. And I took it to a body shop, and I was just like, hey, I've done this by myself before. I just don't really know how to make this pop out on this car. And they said, oh, we have to take the whole front bumper off to get to the front light fixture.
Oh, my God. It
turned a $15 purchase of a new lamp into a $150 parts and labor.
Ugh. Yeah. That's so annoying.
Yeah. But so I mentioned that I have a funny story to start off the podcast.
Yeah, please. Yeah, what's up with you?
So I've been tutoring this summer. I tutor during the semester too, obviously. This summer has been just, it's a little bit different because it's the EOP program. It's equal, I might be doing an ATM machine here because it's equal opportunity something. It might be equal opportunity program. I digress. Sure. It's just a bunch of kids who would not have otherwise made it for fiscal or academic reasons, mainly the latter, and giving them a chance to have a mini month-long semester that ramps up into actually, being at college. And it gives them a little diet taste of campus life and stuff. And I'm there tonight because the hours I work 6:30 to 8 Monday through Thursday. It's fucked, but whatever.
Right.
I'm there, and there's this student who I work with every day, and she is making fun of one of the other people who's working for the EOP this summer, and she's making fun of him because he doesn't know my name.
Sure.
And Dee Dee knows my name because she's been working with me, and she's been calling my name please help, please Sarah, help me. but so I'm leaning into it a bit too. I'm oh, but I know your name. I'm so hurt over here. And then I finish what I'm saying, and I turn to go help another student, and I just hear Dee Dee start giving me hints, which is 1, her name starts with an S. 2, and she puts her hand up so that I don't hear this. She's it's a basic white girl name. I just turn around and she goes, what'd you just say? And she's nothing. And I'm I can't argue with you. You're right, but that's just a very funny way to describe me. And the guy fucking guesses Samantha.
Well, yeah, I would say that is closer to her original hint. Then it's
but not by a very large, not by a magnitude or anything.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Celebrating, everyone. It's your number one anti-colonialist podcast.
Yes.
I am your host, Sarah, and I am joined by your favorite.
It's me, Blair. Hello.
It's Blair.
Yes.
Yes, welcome back. We are doing Prey this week from 2022.
Yes. Hulu original Prey.
Hulu original Prey.
Right. I remember hearing about, like, I remembered hearing about this movie once I, like, looked this movie up. I was like, oh, yeah, this one. But I will say, like, I didn't ever hear anything about reception of it, so, or maybe I had and just completely forgot, but, like, I was, like, really, like, underestimating it, I think, because I was like, I knew nothing other than it was a straight-to-streaming Predator sequel, and
not like the thing is you had to fight a really fucking uphill battle for that one.
I know. I was expecting I wasn't really expecting it so bad it's good. I was kind of like expecting something boring, but then I was like, oh, hello.
Yeah, no, this movie fucking rules. I was definitely like, when I went back into it, I was like, because I'm a person who's very susceptible to hype. If I see a lot of my friends giving something a 5-star, I will be really tempted to give it a 5-star, even if my personal feelings on it. Like, there are sometimes when I feel this way about anime classics. Like the first time I watched Pat Labor,
sure.
I was like, that might be like I've since rewatched it. That's a 5-star movie. But the first time I watched it, I was like, I feel like this might be a 3.5 or a 4-star for me. But I'm going to bring it up. I'm susceptible to peer pressure.
Sure.
And so sometimes revisiting things, I'm like, was this as good as I thought it was, or did I just get like caught up in a wave?
Sure.
But no, this is just as good as I fucking thought it was.
It was great. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Let me give my little bits and bobs synopsis here.
Absolutely.
Okay. Predator (alien) crashes in the middle of the Great Plains during the early 1700s, finding itself amidst a Comanche village where one of the villagers, Naru, is trying her darndest to prove that she can hunt with the big boys. In the midst of her trying to prove herself, she stumbles afoul of the Predator, but manages to survive multiple encounters. After one such encounter, she's imprisoned by some French colonizers who attempt to use her as bait. This fails, and after the death of pretty much every hunter in her village, at least the ones around her age, it is up to Naru to take down the Predator, which she does handily. And her little doggy survives the affair too.
Yeah, the girl. So I watched this with a friend of mine, and she. Like, immediately when we started, she's like, I need to look up if the dog dies, but I'm not telling you because that's going to give you spoilers. And I was like, well, I guess I don't have that much invested in the dog as you clearly do, so I don't mind that, but now I'm kind of dying to know.
Yeah. They fake you out a couple of times.
Yeah, exactly.
The dog like goes toe-to-toe with a bear, like it's in the Predator's line of sight for a moment.
Absolutely. And the fact that she didn't tell me, I was like, this dog definitely dies. but it didn't.
It's funny. It's funny because the bingo category that I did this movie for last time I watched it was movie where the dog does not die.
Yeah, though I will say, spoilers, I guess, or whatever. But like, when we started, like,
a dog dies.
When we started the movie, and like the brother was introduced, she was like, "Oh, he's dying. He's too nice. He's going to die." And I was like, Don't bring it into the world, and she was right. She was completely right. He was too nice to live.
Yeah, unfortunately, most of the named characters in this one do bite it.
Yeah, they do. I mean, but that's kind of classic, sort of like action slasher sort of vibes.
Exactly. Yeah. This is the exact same as like fucking. I don't know what happens in Predator. I haven't seen it, but I just imagine like a dropship of Arnold and 6 other men.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like, or like it's an Aliens. 1 or 2 people are walking out of this.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a fucking Predator.
And anyone else is lucky enough to not have been given a name.
Right. Exactly.
Because I don't think Naru's mom gets a name, or her dad also is like barely on screen. I'm assuming it's her dad, at least, the one who's standing next to her mom at the end of the movie.
Yes. Yeah, I think like.
But he's like not.
I'm not sure if she is a named character. She may be, but the thing is, I feel like this movie, if there is one thing, and it's not even a knock really, it's just a little thing. It's like it doesn't. There's some key characters whose names it says very few times. Like, It takes you kind of a while to learn Naru's name. I was constantly looking out for like. What?
No, yeah, they do. They are very stingy with their utterances of Naru in like the first half hour of the movie.
They are. Yeah, me and the person I was watching with, we were just trying to guess what like word like in Comanche the like people were saying to each other was actually her name. But yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you? So you did watch the Comanche dub then?
No, but like there's plenty of Comanche in the. movie itself.
Interesting. Because
Yeah.
I've only watched the Comanche dub of this, which I cannot recommend enough. By the way, if you want to revisit this, I insist you watch the Comanche dub.
No, for sure. Yeah, but there's a lot of actually like non-English in this movie, both Comanche and French, and
French,
they don't,
yeah.
yeah, the subtitles
Question.
don't translate any of it, basically.
Okay. So that makes wait. So like none of the characters' names were translated.
Well,
or like none of the characters' names were showing up in subtitles. Rather,
like. Yes, not until they were said in English later. I mean, they would be showing up in subtitles, but it would be hard to identify. You could identify them as proper nouns, basically, Right. Yes.
Right. Yes, I get what you. Yes. Was the French subtitled in English? That's my question.
It was not. None of it was. None of the non-English languages were subtitled in English. Yeah.
Okay, I was curious about that because when the French show up and like the only time you get the French people subtitled in English is when one of them starts speaking Comanche to Naru,
and that's how it is.
Yeah. I was curious about that on the other side of things.
Yeah.
We should get into it.
Yeah.
This movie starts with. The first thing that someone says is Amber Midthunder as Naru, just like says something in Comanche, and like the subtitles say like in brackets in Comanche brackets followed by whatever she said.
Exactly.
It's like just,
Yeah.
And I was just wondering if that was how the whole movie was going to be.
Oh yeah.
If it was like before every single line, just like in case you were wondering, bracket in Comanche.
Yeah. But yeah, like. For my version, it was like, they had that initial bracket, and then like broadly speaking, the movie expected you to understand that when they were speaking, like.
That's interesting because I kind of assumed that it was just like a full one in one out dub replacement. I guess it makes sense though that they would have spoken in Comanche in some parts of the. What was and what was not like brought to English in the English version, because it was shot in English,
right?
And then dubbed in Comanche.
The bulk of it is definitely in English. There's like some like little like throwaway lines where you could, by tone of voice, you could get the gist of what they were saying in Comanche, right. And like sometimes a few sentences of like people like tribes people in like the actual like little tribe community itself,
the village,
like if they were like off screen or yelling or far away, those usually were left untranslated. I don't know, it was really interesting, because it was at some points a significant amount and sometimes like frivolous amounts, but nothing ever like very very little that was plot relevant or like discussing relationships between characters, nothing that like would actually confuse the audience if it wasn't in English.
I get what you mean. Yeah. Anything that was like necessary for audience retention was translated to English.
And I will say well, actually, I'll get to it. I'll wait till we meet the French people to actually talk about the French, because I think that their usage of it is interesting as well. But so Naru is she's a young woman in this tribe.
Yes.
Her mother is the healer, or a healer, and is she's basically like being trained by her mom, and so she has all this extra knowledge. But like you said, but she wants to
play with the big boys. Her brother, right?
Yes,
Tabe?
her brother. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her brother Tabe is just very good at hunting. Like one of the first things. Well, the thing, this movie opens on Naru like chasing down a deer, right, in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she does manage to hunt it, but I think there's like something sloppy about it, right? Like she messes something up about it.
Yeah, so she's doing a really good job at tracking it, basically.
Yes.
And but she's she's a pretty bad shot. She's not an awful shot, but she's not hitting it, certainly.
She gets the yipes.
Yeah. And then
or the yips.
Yes.
Yips.
And then her dog gets caught in a bear trap. And then the deer just
poor little sorry.
I know. Blessedly, it was just its tail. That still sucks, but at least it's not a leg,
Right.
Right.
Right. And then also we get her. She's like, well, that didn't go great. But then she looks up in the sky and there's it's the predator ship, but she interprets it as like a Thunderbird.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, this is probably good, actually." Doesn't even though I didn't, even though I know in my heart of hearts that I definitely kind of wanged that one a bit. Maybe this Thunderbird means I did a good job, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like trying to shoot like a bird out of the sky, and just completely fucking bricking.
Yeah.
And then Tabe walks up and like gets it in one shot, like this hawk with like a fish between its talons. It's like 2 meats for the price of one.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's just like, "You were sleeping."
Yeah, and she's like, "Well, now you're gonna have to cross the river in order to get it. I hope you enjoy getting everything wet." She was like, "I was waiting for it to come back around. Leave me alone." But yeah, this is like the one line where she has like I feel like it's a really important character line where Tabe is like, "Why won't you you're like." So, oh no, or is this later with his mother? Anyway, it happens at some point.
Yeah.
Where someone says, "You're so good at so many other things, but you're not very good at hunting. Like, why don't you just invest time in the things that you're actually good at?" And she's like, "Because nobody thinks I am, nobody thinks I can do it. Nobody thinks I can get good at it."
Everyone keeps coming up to me and flipping me 2 birds and saying, "You can't do this on concrete," and then completely fucking up a front flip out in front of me.
And so, yeah, and I think, like, that she
Yeah, because that's the conversation she has with her mom, and I think that she and her mom have like a really cute dynamic. They're only on screen together like
a few times
for 2 or 3 scenes,
yeah.
But they are. I really like the relationship that they have.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like all the character dynamics are really strong, and like you get that sense of strong relationships and like understanding between a lot of them, even when there is tension and like disagreement, but. Yeah. So the someone from the village is attacked by a puma. And all the young bucks, the young sprightly men are going out to go rescue this guy and kill that mountain lion.
Yes, kill the big kitty.
Yep.
And all the boys are like, "Why is Naru coming?" And Tabe vouches for her.
Yeah, because because granted, like she's good at tracking. She's really, really perceptive. And she knows medicine, which is a huge benefit if, this guy is still alive.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
The orange flower that we see her mom working into like a little poultice at the start of the movie.
Yeah.
This comes up a lot. It like lowers the body temperature.
Right.
And such.
It's like a fever reducer, and like it slows blood flow as well, so it's like helps with not bleeding out and all that. Yeah. So they end up finding the guy first.
Yes.
And he is not looking awesome, but he's like alive.
He's still kicking, which is the important part.
Yeah, there's some deep, but like overall, like in the grand scheme of things, superficial scratches all over him. And so she gives him the little fever reducer. They make a stretcher out of some vines and whatnot. My phone just buzzed, so I'm gonna put that on the floor.
Buzz.
So they're like, okay, we're gonna take him back, and
nobody seems to like. A lot of the people in the boys who are like who have gone along with Tabe and Naru here are like, they're being really shitty to Naru. Like not even just like getting her ass for her hunting skills. Like they would be being mean if they were doing that, but like they would be also correct. But it's like she's very good at healing, and they're like, "Oh, poof, this will not work on it. This will not do the work that you say that it will."
Yeah. I think they really just don't take her very seriously.
No.
And like are like basically think she's like a liability inherently.
And around this is when we cut away. We just like to get this POV shot of a snake, like a little adder, about to strike at the POV, and then a blade catches it in the middle, and it just like fucking skins the thing.
Yep.
Like just peels it.
Yep.
Rips it clean.
Yeah.
And that's we do not really get a full on shot of the predator for the first hour of this movie, which I don't know how true that is for the first one or the other ones. I've only seen Adrian Brody predators.
Right. I mean, I'm not sure, but it like makes sense as a sequel. Like you already know. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck it is.
Exactly.
But like it's still like a slightly different design because it is like about 300 years prior to the events of the other movies.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, no, it is, because this takes place in 1719, if I recall correctly. Yeah.
I now that the Predator's coming into view, I want to just talk about something that I was thinking about during the entire duration of this movie, which is someone at Giant Bomb, I think it might have been Alex Navarro, but once pitched this idea for like, because the Predator shows up in video games a lot, right? Like the Predator is in Mortal Kombat, the Predator is in like one of the Tom Clancy games. Like you can do like a PvE like hunt for the Predator type thing. Might be in Dead by Daylight. I don't know about that one, but like the thing that Alex Navarro pitched is dropping the Predator into a game like like Tom Clancy Ghost Recon or whatever the fuck without announcing it at all. And just like you're in the middle of a game, you're like hunting something or someone, some like fictional made up terrorist from some Middle Eastern country through a wood. And then all of a sudden the fucking Predator is there and killing you. And I think about this all the time and how like this would have had to have happened in a very specific amount of time where it's like it would have had to have been like in a Dark Souls era where it's still like there was still like a playground level of like sharing things. Like obviously GameFAQs and everything had been extant, but it's not just like things like that are not part of marketing quite yet.
Right.
Like how Metal Gear Solid 2 like markets the fuck out of Snake and then you play as Raiden for 90% of the game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you can't, but you could have done that like a decade ago. You could not do that now because it'd be like you have to be like, oh fuck, guys, it's the Predator from Predator. He's gonna be in our game.
I would love like a sort of standard. What I think would be so funny, it would be like a standard like indie game walking simulator, and then like for like the first like, and you think it's gonna be one of those sort of like easy 90-minute games, and you're like 45 minutes into it. And then suddenly you find like weapons and stuff, and you're like, interesting. And then you get killed by the Predator, and you're like, okay.
And then you get killed by the Predator.
Okay,
I think we're accidentally inventing like Slender out here.
I know, but like I want like but like good.
I know what you mean. I'm just barely relevant to the prior discussion, but I'm just scrolling through a list from thegamer.com that's ranking every guest in the Mortal Kombat series. Because the Predator was in Mortal Kombat.
Right.
And the thing is that, like, I don't know if we discussed it in the podcast before. We may have. But the Mortal Kombat is now like Smash Bros. For dads.
Right, yeah.
Because are you familiar with the guest characters in the past 3 games?
I am not. No, I know very little about Mortal Kombat.
Okay, so I will also tell you that in the upcoming game, we have Homelander from The Boys, as well as Omni-Man from Invincible.
Interesting.
The game is not out yet, but they've already announced the first DLC pack. I want NetherRealm to get flushed down the toilet because I fucking hate their games. But so here is a list, not counting actual bona fide guest characters, not just skins. John Rambo.
Classic.
Kratos from God of War.
Sure.
Leatherface.
Okay.
These make sense. When it's like a horror character, like Freddy Krueger being in there makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Predator. Okay, Predator.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll take it. The Terminator.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Spawn.
Sure.
Jason Voorhees.
Sure.
Alien.
Uh-huh.
RoboCop. And I've omitted one. Do you have any guess as to who the one I've omitted is?
I mean, I have no idea, no.
The Joker.
Is it... So, like, the thing about the rest of those guys is that their, like, whole thing is that they can kick the shit out of you and kill you by kicking the shit out of you. The Joker is just a little fucking goblin who comes up.
He's got a knife and a bunch of fucked up. Yeah, one of his moves is that he summons a wheelchair with a mental asylum patient in it.
Yeah. I just, the joke.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because, the Joker is in the other NetherRealm game, Injustice, but like.
But like the thing is like he's not a good fighting game character because I could kick Joker's ass. If it was just like fisticuffs mano a mano.
Especially because the thing is that, like, multiple characters in the Mortal Kombat cast have and use a gun.
Yeah.
And, like, I know everyone is just, like, a normal... Like, the thing is, the Joker is just, like, a normal ass... Like, if you show me, like, fucking Johnny Cage, like, I'll believe that a bullet would, like, only, like, would deal about 10 to 15% of his life total.
Right.
But, like, the Joker, like, if you shoot that man with a revolver, it's like, his head's gonna explode.
Like, and also, what iteration of the Joker is it?
I don't... It's just... I'll send you an image
Yeah.
of the Joker in this.
Yeah. I guess I was wondering if it's, like, looks like one of the movie Jokers, or... Oh, sure. Okay, so yeah, just classico. Almost, like, Cesar Romero-esque.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
like, if you're going to compare him to any design, I think Cesar Romero is the one that you got to go for.
No, for
it's
sure.
It's like Cesar Romero with a splash of Ledger.
Yeah, exactly. It's classico. It's classico Joker.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, I'm glad we settled that
Anyways.
mystery.
Yeah. Glad that we went up. What were we talking? Did we watch a movie?
I think we might have. I think, yeah, maybe. And maybe The Predator was in this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
So they go out, after they find Puhi, they build the stretcher and they send him back to camp.
And then Tabe goes out alone to go hunt the mountain lion, but Naru is like, okay, but things are, like, kind of fucked up and sus right now.
Yeah. She sees some tracks and Tabe's like, could be a bear, and Naru's like, that's gonna be a pretty fucking big bear.
Yeah. And also then, like, later after Tabe had already left,
Paka?
yeah, well, she notices the skinned snake.
Yes, the skinned snake.
And she's like, I don't know what kind of bear does something like this. So we have to go back. And, Paka is not... Right, that's his name, the other guy. Yeah, Paka is not, like, thrilled about it, but, like, is like, whatever. The two of them catch up with Tabe, and he's like, hey, what the fuck? But she's got this master plan to catch the mountain lion. She's gonna, like, she gets up on the tree, she lures him, etc., etc., but she sees, like, the same flashing lights as she saw before in the sky, gets distracted by it, and ends up, like, the mountain lion ends up, like, knocking her off the branch, and she falls unconscious.
Right, because it like jump scared, right? It attacks Paka first, where he's like, Paka's like, you've never faced a cat, you will never survive this, and then gets like got.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, too much hubris. His death is so crazy because nobody mentions it ever again.
Nobody. I was like checking my notes. I was like, did this guy die here?
I know. I was like, I was thinking. I was like, certainly he must not have, right? Because like nobody's talking about it. But like
right, because she falls off the tree and like bonks her head on a rock. And then like wakes up back in back on her mom, back in like the tent with her mom.
Right.
Yeah. And she's like, oh yeah, Puhi welcome back. You got knocked out. Tabe's still out there. Puhi also made it back. No mention of Paka.
Yeah. I'm just like, well, I guess fuck that guy.
And we get this I fucking love this shot. We just hear this like little child just being like, Paka is returning. And we just like get this shot of like the fucking darkness that is like coming away from the fire that's at the center of there's multiple fires, but at the fires at the center of the village. And we see, we just like see bit by bit like Tabe come into visibility, and then like his like body, and there's something on his shoulder. You're not entirely sure what it is. Is this a corpse? It is a corpse. What kind of corpse? Oh, it is a cat corpse. He has the head in his hand.
Yeah.
And he just has this whole fucking like big ass mountain lion corpse. And it's this scene fucking whips.
Yeah. This is a huge deal for the tribe. He earns the title of war chief, and they start banging drums and ululating and chanting and stuff like that. Just basically like congratulating him, or honoring him, I guess. Naru comes out to see what the hullabaloo is. She's checking out the hullabaloo, and
and her response is, well, that's great, but there's still a fucking creature out there.
Yeah, it is. It's this sort of like, she looks very sour in a way that could be read as jealousy, I think, but I think she's just like
absolutely.
And maybe to a degree.
I think that's the thing where it's like, I think that we as the outside audience, like, we know that we are in a movie that is the Predator.
Right.
We know that what is going to happen.
Right.
But I think that like that's what like it being presentable as jealousy makes it really understandable for how everyone reacts to Naru. After this.
Yeah, because it may be to a degree, but I think more than that, she's like, these people. I'm not jealous of Tabe. I'm pissed off because nobody's taking me seriously, and I still have concerns over shit that's out there. And we need to be getting whatever that thing is.
And they're like, okay.
Yeah. Eventually she just kind of goes off on her own. She's just like...
Yeah, she's like, all right, I'm gonna go fucking handle it, I guess.
Yeah, I think her brother, like, talks shit to her and is like... Basically accuses her of being jealous of him. And she's like, okay, fuck you.
Classic brother maneuver.
Exactly. She's like, okay, I guess I'll go fuck myself then. I'm going to take my dog and go into the woods. And
then we get another cut in of the Predator.
Yes.
Now this time it kills a wolf in the middle of it trying to hunt a bunny.
Yes.
Just to get little bunny, and it like fucking punches the dog, the wolf out of its stride.
Yeah. This wolf puts up a pretty good fight, honestly, for being a wolf versus the Predator.
The Predator has to actually try. The Predator has to actually put some effort into it.
Yeah. Because it bodies him a few times, bites at him a few times, gets like some of his like goo on him.
Yeah,
blood
his
goo.
The CG in this movie is really good when it is not trying to depict an actual creature. I think the CG kind of struggles like when it shows because Naru's dog is like, that's a real dog.
That's a real dog.
Yes. But like this wolf is not a real wolf.
No. It certainly isn't.
Nor is the bear that shows up later naturally, obviously, because it's a fucking bear.
Right.
But it's just like the CG looks the CG on the Predator suit looks fucking great.
Yeah.
And I think it's just that like they try to go a little too photorealistic on the bear, and I just like, oh, you are animating every single hair on this. I feel like I'm watching a hair texture demo for like Brave on the special features of the DVD.
Yeah. You may know this. I did not do any research on this. Like, it seemed to me that the Predator, when it was like a full thing, was like maybe at least a little bit of practical. Like, it kind of looked like a guy in a...
No. Yeah. I'm all but certain that it was. It had some like
perhaps CG amplified practical, you know?
Right, because the thing is that like it moves way too fluidly for it to be like the classic practical man in a suit.
Right, exactly.
But I believe that there was at least some.
Yeah.
But I could be completely out of my ass on this.
You had seen this one before, so I figured you may have some insight.
Yeah. No, I don't read any. I don't know how to read anything. It's not a Bible length visual novel.
Fair enough.
The dog gets fucking split open. It like this is like the most believable like sword, like anime swordsman, like quickly un and resheathing his sword, and then like his opponent falls to ribbons because like the Predator like slices the dog's guts open, and it takes the dog a few seconds to like turn around and like to land and turn around and bark a couple more times before being like, oh, innards splork.
And then,
like innards falling everywhere.
Yeah, and it does truly just splork. It's so gross, but yeah.
It's nasty.
It's gross in a badass way.
We see so much of this thing getting disemboweled, too.
We do. This
movie has, like, the exact right amount of gore for me.
I think so,
in a movie like this. Like, I like, in a vacuum, I want more gore than this.
Sure.
But, like, as for what this movie is, I think this movie had been more gory, it would have sucked.
Yeah, I was...
Like, this is there are certain levels, you know, like if Halloween the original was like fucking toe to tip in blood, I would not really like that movie quite as much.
Yeah. It's already got plenty, certainly. I mean, you know, like but anyway, you understand. But no, this one, like the money shots are all like good. They're like and the camera looks away when you want the camera to look away. You know, like it definitely. I feel like is very conscious. It's not interested in punishing the viewer. It's interested in like having fun with the viewer. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's walking around.
She invents a new weapon.
Yes.
Which is axe with rope.
When I saw that, I was like,
I love this.
Oh, I was like, I knew for a fact it was not going to actually ever hurt her in any way.
Yes, no, my notes say this rope axe feels so dangerous.
I
Like,
know.
this is the easiest way to like get like a blade launched at your fucking face.
I know.
Like, especially if you're like, if you were like, it's like one thing to like throw it and then like spool it back up,
Right.
But like she is like throwing it into a tree, just like
yanking it
yanking as
back.
hard as she can, like launching the axe in front of her face.
I know. And I was like, oh boy.
And like catching it, and it looks fucking
awesome.
sick. She's like invented a DIY. She's like invented a DIY Mjolnir, but
Exactly.
Oh, sis, you gotta watch your eyes.
I know.
You need some like I know it's like 1710. I'm going to invent goggles and bring them back to you, darling. I'm so worried about your eyes. You did a really good job in this movie. I'm proud of you, but
eye
you
health,
gotta
please.
protect your eyes.
You don't want to lose one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is this around the same time that we get the predator like acid washing the wolf skull that he took from the dog?
Yep. Like he just
Because he like bathes that thing in acid and just like lets it.
Yeah, he's
like,
got a collection or something, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah. So we see him like holed up in a little cave that he's like made a little home base out of. And this is when I think the first time we see him in full form. He's got like a skull mask on.
We kind of see him. We don't get like it's in fits and starts.
Yes.
Like we see like very clearly. We see him out of camo,
Yes.
but we don't see like a full body shot of him
Exactly.
until later.
Yes, but I do believe at this point we see that he has a skull mask situation going on
Yes.
here,
Yeah.
which is honestly extremely badass, and I was a big fan of that.
I love his mask.
But yeah, she invented that DIY Mjolnir, like you said, just in time because she wanders into a fucking bog.
Listen, I don't want to be CinemaSins about this. I promise that I'm not like, but this is like fucking some Metroid ass like story structure where it's like Samus is going to run into an enemy that can only be defeated with the plasma beam like 2 rooms after she finds the plasma beam.
I know.
It's just very funny and sort of like, and I think it's very funny because this bog like comes back around. I think it's a really good where it's like, okay, this is obvious payoff for the thing we just saw,
right.
But I think that really like covers up the fact that it is seeding for the very climax of the movie, which I think is very fun. Like, because it completely I don't
works,
think that like. I don't think the scriptwriter, Patrick, I just had his name, Patrick Azon. Like, I don't think Patrick Azon thought he was like, oh, this is, I'm doing something tricksy here, but like, just like very A to B, and then you get to point C at the end. You're like, oh shit, this was a 3-stepper.
Yeah. No, I think it works completely. It's just like this moment was like weirdly frustrating to a degree because I feel like she notices it's a bog before she gets stuck. But she just decides to walk on through. She's like, nope, the only way out is through. And I was like, girl, the only way out is probably not through. There's probably another way.
Okay, but the thing is, you can get mad over that, but it's also very thematically resonant with her entire thing of like, oh, if you tell me, the easiest way to get me to do something is to tell me to not do it.
Exactly. Yeah, so she's she has a few false starts.
Right, because this is after like she comes across like a field of fucking perfectly skinned buffalo.
Yeah.
Like this is a gross ass haunting ass image. I fucking love this imagery.
And there's this sense it's like, did the predator do this? We know intellectually like the sort of like horrors that European like fur trappers and settlers did to the buffalo population. But we also have this sort of murderous, fucked up, crazy alien that's just out here skinning things and dissolving flesh off of skulls and stuff, you know?
Right.
But yeah, like. Yeah, she does. She first of all, she uses the axe to pull herself out of the bog.
Yeah, she pulls herself out. The predator, she finds her dog, which she lost. Sorry, briefly.
Right.
Don't the predator finds traces of Naru at the Buffalo Massacre field.
Yeah, because she.
Now that I think on it, the predator happening across this to me says
yes,
the predator didn't do this. This was the trappers,
and that's what makes it immediately clear. Because, well, first of all, she picks up what I think it looks like a cigar, but I'm still like. And then the predator has no idea what it is. It's definitely a cigar because he starts burning it. And at that point, there's greater evils in this world than simply the ones from outer space.
But then there is a fucking bear.
There is a bear. I think bears are like massively underrated. I know Cocaine Bear came out, whatever, but it was fucking Cocaine Bear. Just a non-coked up bear is massively underrated for how scary they are.
Like, have you seen Jackass Forever, by any chance?
I have indeed. Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Because there's that room where I think it's Aaron and maybe it's definitely Danger Aaron, because he's strapped into a chair, and they just let a bear in the room, and I am just like, I know that if Danger Aaron had died doing this, I would have heard about it, and it would not be in the movie.
Right.
But still, I was like, I am about to watch a man. This is live leak now. I'm about to watch a man die.
I know. Bears are crazy.
They're so big.
They're so violent, and they know they can kill you, and they don't give a shit.
Yep. Oh God, bears are scary.
They're very scary, and this movie makes the bear as scary as it should be. You feel your gut drop when that, honestly, sometimes more than you do with any interactions with the predator. But when that bear is pummeling towards Naru,
you're like, this is okay, weird. I don't know where this movie's gonna go after the protagonist dies. But
yeah, exactly. Because yes,
but sorry, her dog just manages to lure it away after her bow fucking explodes, because Naru just had, on top of being a hunter in training, she just seems to have shit luck.
Yeah. And she's trying to run to get away from this bear. Because all sorts of shit happens. It's a big hullabaloo.
Yeah.
She dives under a beaver dam, and the bear follows her there, but is sort of trying to force its way through the beaver dam. She's at a safe, she's at a distance where it can't touch her, but it probably could if it kept going at her for a few seconds, and then the predator shows up and starts beating the shit out of it.
Well, the thing is, the predator kind of gets the shit beaten out of
That's
it as
also
well.
true.
It is the predator seems to lose the fight at one point.
Yeah. Which also just goes to, I don't think this is not A team predator. This is sort of C tier predator, because I feel this predator keeps getting fucked constantly.
Well, this is Predator 280 years before the events of the first movie. Think about how much data the Predator got from this loss.
Fair.
This is the Predator. The Predator just the Predator fucking dies in this movie. It's uploading his data to the stream, and it's but I got a lot of information out of that match though. it's like getting fucking 2-0'd at a locals and being well, next time I see this guy in bracket, I know a couple of things that he does.
Exactly. Yeah. So they're fighting, and then it's this still he's in the predator's in full camo, and so Naru has no idea what the fuck is going on until it gets doused in bear blood.
Yes, because it lifts the bear up above its head and rips its stomach open.
Yeah, and just this cascade of blood falls down.
Yeah,
and
it's sick.
And Naru basically, she doesn't ever actually, I feel, or maybe she implies it later, but she she thinks the only thing she can think, which is this is a fucking demon from hell, or whatever my equivalent of this as a Comanche individual is.
Yeah.
Just no good, evil spirit.
No, this is not of Earth, and I think that this may have been sent to punish me.
Yeah. So she, she's just laying there, and he, the predator, deems her not to be a threat. She doesn't have any weapons on her, or any visible ones at least, and she's just kind of cowering. And I mean, I didn't know a lot about the predator going into this, but the person I was watching with did, and she was the predators have these weird moral codes, and they're so stupid.
Predators want a challenge.
Yeah, they want a challenge. And they won't fight anyone who's unarmed. And so
after this, a couple of the hunters from Naru's village find her.
Right. And
Their names are Wasape, Hoopy, and I did not get the third guy's name because they all get fucking exploded.
They do. Not too long after we meet them. But yeah, so they want to bring her back. They're like, you've been gone for too long. You're not like, you got to get out of here. And so she does like fisticuffs with one of them. She holds her own. Like hand-to-hand combat, she is not bad at all. She is a strong, competent fighter.
She has to get sucker punched in order to like get knocked off her feet here.
Yeah. She basically gets what is it, clotheslined essentially in a way.
Because she punches one of the guys a couple times in the face, and he's like, well, if you want to fucking go, then go. And she like starts to leave, and then another guy like shoves her back into the first guy, who just like.
Yeah, pals. Yeah. And so she's knocked unconscious. She's like tied, like her wrists are tied together and like to a log or something, so she can't run away.
Yeah.
While they're like regrouping and setting up. And one guy is like, "Hey, I'm gonna pop a squat." BRB. And immediately I was like, "Oh, that guy's gonna get killed while shitting." Ironically enough, he is the one guy who like survives after the Predator comes in and makes a complete bloodbath of the situation.
Right, because like one of them just like immediately gets fucking shot. Like he gets like the three dots like tracering onto him, and he just like gets one like right in the. We don't see it, which I think is good.
Yeah.
I like. There's a lot of decisions in this movie where like you don't see the gorier parts of it, and it's like if this like you are letting my brain play here, which like I have to respect.
Right.
I like one of the deaths of the trappers later I'll talk about, but the mental image you can paint is so much more visceral than anything they can show.
Absolutely.
Because like we just hear the thunk and we see Wasape like fall to the ground with like 3 bolts embedded in his head and torso, like dead as dirt.
Dead. Yeah.
And then this is when the Predator shows his full self to us. We see the big boy. And he shows off some of his tips and he shows off some of his devices.
Yes, his tools, his little tricks and tools. He's obviously he's got the blades, like the sort of like Wolverine blades in his hand that we've seen before. They're like arrow
It's like a thick bolt.
Yeah, bolt it was the term I was looking for. Yes. I'm trying to remember. He's got a shield, like a razor shield. Yeah.
Yeah, the shield is great. It like pops up in like a I can't it like folds out like a semicircle, but with enough force to cut someone's head off, as it does at one point in this.
Yeah.
It cuts someone's head off, and also it cuts through the tree that they were standing in front of.
Right.
Like it's the full Boromir.
Exactly. So like insanely massively powerful, and all these hunters from the tribe are like, they're like, I mean, props to them, very fearlessly holding their own,
right.
They do not stand down from the fight at any point.
One of them just gets both their legs cut clean off.
Yeah. And I guess that kills him. The movie has him die immediately after, and it's like, well, good.
Like he gets his head cut off or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
like,
he does. Yeah. But
no one who came, like she and one of the guys, I think Itzy is his name. Manages to escape it into the out of the woods into a field, and they start fucking sprinting. But Naru is faster. Itzy gets got by the Predator, and then does Naru pass out or does she get attacked? I can't remember.
She gets caught in a bear trap. And a bunch of,
and then she gets got by
a bunch of
French Canadian trappers.
French fur trappers. So she wakes up in a wooden cage, basically. And she's like obviously really pissed off. But they have one Italian guy among them. I only know he's Italian because I looked at the little synopsis and got his last name, and I was like, oh, that's an Italian-ass last name. Who apparently is like very multilingual and can speak Comanche, or like he can make his way through enough Comanche. Honestly, he does a fine job. But the thing I wanted to say about the use of French in this is, having the French be totally untranslated. I don't know, like and like they're like long complicated sentences, and they're obviously talking about things that are important, and they're communicating ideas, and you, unless you are a fluent French speaker, are just have no part, like you cannot participate in it at all, and it's like it I think very effectively,
I love this,
creates that sense of like linguistic alienation and
right,
just being total,
where it's like you are in the same shoes as Naru is, unless you are like a French speaker, where it's just like they may as well be fucking speaking wingdings to me right now. I do not know. I'm off of gestures and tone of voice.
Right. Like, and so, yeah. The only things I was able to gain were like basic things I know from the fact of French being related to Spanish, in that they're both Romance languages, and so it's like, that sounds kind of sideways like something I know from high school. But they reveal, like, she refuses to help them because she's like, fuck you guys, because they're aware of the sort of like monster, the predator, you know, like they still like they're like, we've also been dealing with this, what do you know, help us out. She's like, no. And then they show her that, oh well, we've got this motherfucker over here, and
we've got Tabe.
Tabe is also in a cage. They pull him out, they like slash his chest, you know, non-fatally, but like, you know, just to be like, we're not above torturing and killing you guys. And she still doesn't give, and so they tie them both up in a sort of like burned out forest.
Live bit, do you think it means anything?
I know. It's but like, so they're tied to a tree in this burned out forest. First of all, it's like, on top of being like obvious, like symbolic for the sort of like like the destruction of nature, you know, that these these you know, French fur trappers are doing to this land that they have no, you know, they just showed up here and was like, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
That's us.
That's us. It also like looks extremely cool, daunting, like surreal, alien. It looks very alien and like, for like, you know, like otherworldly. And so they're tied to this tree, and like
they're like, hey predator, come get your meal. And as we discussed before, the predator does not like defenseless victims.
And Naru knows that right away, like already knows that, and she's like, hey Tabe, don't even worry about it, we're bait. The predator doesn't want bait, he doesn't like bait, so like we'll figure this thing out, don't worry, essentially. And then one by one though, or not even one by one, but like slowly but surely, like the other like fur trappers start getting attacked and brutalized, and like really violently, and they each other starts noticing it, and they're like, oh fuck. Guns apparently do nothing to this guy, broadly speaking.
Two great things in this sequence that I fucking love is, one, like the three guys like all shoot their like muskets, and then like the predator just like fucking completely no cells getting shot entirely. And then it cuts back to them and it's like start hurriedly like scrubbing out their muzzles. And it's such a funny moment in a movie that is otherwise not entirely humorless, but like that is a level of direct comedy that you have not seen in this movie since, or you don't see in this movie again, really. I think it's just a great great single fucking joke. Kills.
Actually, like in a few ways, the Frenchmen are like used to, their deaths are used to comedic effect, because later they're huddled around this sort of like explode, like beeping device or something, and they just they're like, what's this? And then they're like, oh no, and then it like blows them up, and just like
it's the other like the kill here that I think is the one that I was talking about earlier, where it's like so much better for it being left to my imagination. The predator like tosses out this like device that like throws out like an ensnaring net, and just gradually constricts more and more. But it's somehow finagled that like the ensnaring net has captured a French man against a log, and so like the net is like slowly pressing him against the log, and then like the camera just pans down to like the base of the device as we see the net recede and like mulch through the log, and there's like a shower of just like viscera and wood fall down to the ground. It fucking rules.
It does, and I don't know, and like some these things have parallels on each other, you know, a little bit, because someone else tries to throw a net on the predator and like successfully does, but it does fucking nothing because it's the predator, you know.
Yeah, it's got razors. It's got razor
It's just
hands.
like it's gone. It's basically candy floss, you know. It's gone, you know.
Yep.
But yeah,
The Naru like just starts killing pretty much the almost all the other remaining Frenchmen that the Predator does not take care of, right? Because she
right. So
Yes.
Naru has this sort of little story she's telling Tabe, and she's like, you know, I saw this
Yes.
beaver trapped in a dam with an oncoming flood, and it like chewed its own leg off because it would rather live without a leg than survive. And Tabe
Yes.
is like looking at her like, don't. And she's like, well, and the upside of that is that I'm smarter than a beaver. And then she's like, see, we're free now. She, you know, basically undid them.
She triggered a bear trap to make it like snap like on the rope and cut
That's
the rope
right,
instead
yeah,
of like because it's very much the visual language is very much leading you to think that she is going to like plunge her hand in there and like sacrifice her hand for them getting their shit out. But she's like, nope, I'm better than that.
Exactly. And so yeah, the two of them together. Tabe gets one of the Frenchman's horses, I believe. At this, or no, that's later. Well, maybe after this he does, but yeah. So they kick the shit out of these two Frenchmen together. She does most of it, and yeah, just fucking kills them. She takes one of their guns, and yeah, Tabe gets on one of their horses, and which becomes important because soon thereafter the Predator shows up. To like basically.
So yeah, she Naru like makes a bargain with the interpreter, right?
Well, so first like the
I'm a little out of order here at the back.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Carry me.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So they're in this like tussle with the Predator, and Tabe realizes like. One of us has to die for the other one to get free, to like be free or whatever. So like he essentially sacrifices himself, and he says like a line that we hear earlier when he's talking about this like big hunt, which is sort of the narrative device or concept that's surrounding this is like this is her big hunt, you know. And the thing he says is like, this is as far as I go, you know. This is all I have, you know. Like this is it for me. You know, basically like it's like I'm going to sacrifice myself so you can get this fucking guy. You have like I have to die so you can kill this thing, and you better fucking kill this thing. And so yeah, the predator like gets him.
Yeah, and this is like right after, because what happens is that Naru and Tabe are kind of beating the Predator's ass. They would literally have won without Tabe having to sacrifice himself if the Predator did not have cloaking.
Exactly.
Because he is like the Predator like scores up like, oh, I just killed so many French dudes, I'm gonna kick the shit out of you. And then Tabe and Naru just like absolutely fucking clobber him.
Yeah.
And then he stealths up and Tabe's just like, oh, cheater.
I know. Yeah. And
but yes, then he gets got.
He gets it. And this is another completely off-screen death, which I think is like, yeah, it was like the most respectful.
Mostly off. Well, we see the Predator like slash him at least or something.
Yeah, but like I feel like the death itself is like it's off-screen not because it's gruesome. It's off-screen out of like, you know, like respect almost, you know? Like, that was the vibe I got. Anaru, like, goes back to the camp and rescues the dog. That happens. And then... no, actually, you were right originally. Yes, she...
Okay.
She negotiates... Yes. She negotiates.
She talks to the interpreter, and he negotiates the tree because that man is missing a foot.
Yep.
And he's like, I will give you this flintlock pistol and teach you how to use it.
If you can cure me.
In exchange, you have to give me medical treatment. And she gives him the orange flower.
Yeah.
Predator comes in and she sees that the Predator does not notice him
Yep.
because he's got heat sensor vision, and he is the interpreter is very cold from his his blood running cold from the medicine. And then the Predator steps on him, and the guy yells, and the Predator shoots him.
Yep. And then
Which is like very funny, where it's like the Predator has a moral code that a warrior must stick to, except when he gets properly pissed off, because like. The interpreter was unarmed, absolutely not a threat in any capacity. The Predator was just like, I am not fucking dealing with this guy.
Yeah.
Blam.
Yeah. So then around then is when Tabe shows up on horseback, etc., etc., etc. And then Naru flees, and captures one of the other Frenchmen. She finds one of the other Frenchmen like at like a waterfall while she's mourning her dead brother, and she's like, okay, I see bait. Hello. Knocks him out, brings him back to camp. He wakes up horrified. He wakes up with, like, just rats and mice just eating at his, like, leg stump. He also has a leg stump. There's, like... And, Naru is sitting on the opposite side of the fire from where he is, and in between the two of them, there's a bag with all of his weapons, you know? And so
Yes.
she's smart. She actually knows how to do bait here. So she's like, "Oh, I'm going to use you as bait, but in the proper way." So he's like, he crawls his way there, grabs the gun, and then like as he's like loading it, the Predator attacks him, and she takes the opportunity to knock off his mask. Which, like, apparently, like, he cannot shoot with any, his little...
Right, because his mask gets knocked off earlier in the fight with the boys,
Right.
because, that's his, like, that's his aiming mechanism.
Exactly. And his, like, he cannot turn off, like, aim at all. Auto aim at all, like...
Yeah.
Which begs the question, well, he's just not very smart, I guess, but begs the question why he would at all fire bolts when his mask is not on his face.
Right. Well, because the thing is that like if he is confident enough in his shooting, then he can do it. Because like it's not like the things directly go to the red dot. It's like there is a trajectory that they follow. So like if the dots are like on like a wall,
Yeah.
and you are facing away from that wall, about to shoot someone dead in front of you, like it will probably go to that wall eventually if it does not get lodged in them, but it will have to pass through them first.
Yes.
So he's just like, oh, I fucking got this, bro. I'm gonna fucking blast you.
Right.
But he does not.
Yes.
He fails. Because Nara leads him back to the bog.
Yep. And she sets up. Yeah, this is her other sort of like bait opportunity, like where she sets the mask there, leads him to the bog, which he does indeed sink into. But like, you know, like it just basically gets stuck in it. You know, he could still be extremely a threat. And fires the bolts, which loop around and like come right back at like, you know, basically square in the head for him, you know?
Yeah. Splorked
him. Yeah, exactly. So Naru, we get her walking back to the village. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, this is so heartbreaking. We see her mother before we see her back at the village scraping off this skin of some animal that was clearly like inscribed with like the names of like people.
No, yeah, because this happens earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
'Cause this is when she's washing her arms in the river after having escaped the trappers.
Right.
And she's just like thinking about her mother back at camp and just like thinking like, oh, I have to do this for her.
Right. Yeah, but like, you know, just like really tearful, heartbreakingly scraping off, because, you know, and then out comes Nar. I assume like this mother thinks like, oh, I've lost both of my children, and like so many young men from this village to begin with, and in comes Naru, just like coated in like green, like glowing green blood, grabbing, like holding the Predator head by the Predator dreadlocks, and stumbling in through village. A small child sees her, like very very parallel. It's literally very parallel to the same scene with Tabe and the mountain lion, and yeah. Basically, they do this. They go through the same thing. The tone is far much more severe or like subdued, But yeah, and she
Yeah, she wins.
She wins. And she tells them that like there's danger out here. We need to move.
Yeah, we need to move.
And of course, they respect her now, or like trust her now because she's proved herself. Like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is the fuck I'm talking about. We need to hightail it out of here for sure.
Yeah.
Because hey, predators notwithstanding, there are Frenchmen, fucking all over this place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Prey.
That's Prey.
2022.
I love this. I love this movie.
I loved this movie. Yeah.
I just think that like it's just really good.
Yeah.
I genuinely cannot think of the last time that I've caped this hard for something that was like a direct to streaming movie. Like I've gone for direct to TV or direct to streaming shows.
For sure.
Come on, you know, like last episode I was like, oh, New Adventures of My Adventures with Superman. Go watch it. And like I watched. There's 2 more episodes out since then. Great show.
Ooh.
Loving it. But you will. If something did not hit theaters first, it is a very low chance that I will like be wanting to sing its praises.
Exactly, because I feel like we've been burned so many times before. Why even bother, right? Especially with horror movies, which are already usually pretty shitty to begin.
Streaming horror movies, and it's in the fucking Predator franchise, which has like been in a. And this is coming off the back of the 2018 Predator movie, which I didn't see, but from what I understand, fucking sucked ass.
Yeah. But this is great. It's a really great movie, and like you can tell that it was like that. There was a lot of if not just if not Native American, like if not just Comanche, then just sort of Native American influence impact on
like very much
aspects.
just
You could
not
just feel it everywhere. Yeah.
Not done just for the spectacle, and also clearly not done just for the spectacle of being this, because like there are things that I feel like you can watch where it is like you are trying to do a thing here.
Yeah, I can imagine like
sense.
an 80s version of, or like 80s version of this movie where it's just
I just got like nauseous thinking about how racist the 80s version of this would be.
Yeah, where it is truly just that like whatever that one History Channel show where it's like Ultimate Warriors, where it's just like, what if a ninja fought like a British soldier.
A Hun.
Yeah, exactly. But
no, it's just like, it seems like I as a white person here, like I might be completely out my ass, and please feel free to tell me if I am fucking, like, and this movie like fucking sucks for reasons that I'm unaware of, but like, this feels like genuinely like done with the, like, just a lot of input from Native peoples in the production of
what I will say from just,
which I think is surprising, especially because like you go into this and it's like Dan Trachtenberg is also a white guy, and I'm like, I'm going into this and I'm like, am I going to have I been marketed a false bill of goods? But I feel like we believe at this point too a lot at this point. But it's just
totally.
No, this movie fucking rules. Amber I fucking love Amber Midthunder.
So
I want
everyone is great.
I want to see more. I want to see more of her movies.
But yeah, like everyone's great. It's just really, there's really well done, really well acted. I feel like it was really well written too, and like it's that action horror, tension, fun kills sort of thing that you want out of a movie. Like, it does both. Like, it does, and neither things feel mired. And the fact that it's taking itself seriously as like a story about a Native American, like a Comanche tribe.
Yeah.
During like pre 1776, but like definitely while like North America is being actively colonized.
Right. Yeah.
And
I think it's also just like a fascinating. It's also just like a really fascinating time to set something like this.
I so agree.
Like, when, like, I mean, obviously this is going to be the numbers are going to be very skewed against it because they only started pretending to care about Native American people in filmmaking within the past 10 years or so. Like, only pretending to actively care. But like, how many movies set around this era are like this focused on, like, it's always like this is Dances with Wolves time. Like,
yeah. But it
like this. This is Pocahontas. This is Pocahontas era storytelling.
Yeah, and the one thing I also love is this movie doesn't really give you a white person
later, but
to project
to latch on,
for the white audience to project onto.
There's no fucking Martin Freeman in Black Panther.
Exactly. Like you have that Italian guy briefly. And he's only trusted, in the small ways he's trusted, because she can communicate with him, but basically has no problem leaving him for dead, because she knows he's ultimately untrustworthy.
He would absolutely do the same to her in the same... the only reason he displayed a shred of sympathy to her is because he could use her and manipulate her into giving them what they wanted.
And it's just so, they're just so candidly shown as just like not like these sort of like, beyond human evil monsters. They just straight up don't see these people as like human. They see them as like wild animals, essentially. And I think it does a really good job at portraying that sort of attitude in which they're like, not like sort of like I mean, they're a little mustache twirling, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like their cruelty isn't for the cruelty isn't the point. It just happens.
The thing is that like, This is just what the average French person was like in the early 1700s.
Exactly. Like you do get a really good sense of the fact that it's an evil attitude, and they're not just like a special case of like particularly evil Frenchmen. You know, they don't feel like especially evil. They just feel like normal. Yeah, like. Yeah, exactly. Right. I don't know. I don't know. I recommend this thing to everyone. Everyone should invest some time in it, and you'll thank me later.
We got a couple questions.
Let's do it.
I should pull up the Twitter to see because a lot of questions in our Discord server.
Right
I would invite you to join our Discord server because, like I've said before, I'm going to be on Twitter until the website actually is unfucking usable anymore.
Yeah.
And I will, at the very least, be posting tweets on Twitter for fear baiting and retweeting them onto my timeline.
Right.
God, the fucking X in the top left corner of the screen just loaded in. I felt myself take like 3 points of psychic damage.
Do you know my girlfriend only allows me to complain about Elon Musk for like 10 minutes a week, or else I just will never shut up about it.
Oh yeah, no, I am so glad that like that's a very, very healthy boundary to stack up for something. Okay. Discord friends, 2x2 Murderous asks, if you could put Predator in another historical time period, where would you put him?
Oh man, I mean, like, I would love to see, I don't know, I feel like there's just like no time that wouldn't be fun.
The thing is, my brain is completely polluted because I have spent about 40 hours in the last month playing a shitload of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see the Predator go rip shit on, like, the fucking papacy in, like, late 1400s, early 1500s Italy.
Right.
Like, just like, fucking tearing the Borgia to shreds.
Yeah. I don't know. We could see maybe like I'm trying to think of like
just dropping him. Just drop the Predator into a room with like the 100 and however many the fuck cardinals are there. Just stick its arm out, stick its blades out, and just start fucking spinning.
I
know.
I'm trying to think of like what the like greatest sort of like regarded as the sort of like greatest warriors of all time, or like, you know, like military sort of things, and it's like, I don't know, maybe like we can put them in fucking Constantinople in like 1500s or something.
Let my man square up. Yeah, let them square up.
Yeah. See how the Turks do.
Big Mouth Billy the Puppet. If you could turn a prey animal into a predator, which would you choose? This is a great question that I've been turning over in my head all day, and I'm mad because I had a great answer for it earlier.
Horse.
And it has horse.
A horse, of course.
Why would you do this?
Horses are the most fucked up prey animals ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. They don't look like, you could tell that they are because they're really skittish and they've got the eyes on the side of their head, but also like they've got those big fucking teeth and they could kill you without even thinking about it.
No, yeah. I had a more interesting answer for this, and I'll say something on the server if I think of it, but My answer, the first one that came to mind was Deer.
Oh, sure.
I think Violent Cervidae is just a great visual. I've seen enough deer furries with sharp ass teeth to think that would be cool as fuck.
Right on, absolutely.
Last question from Martian Pussy Juice. What other horror movies should get alternate dubs?
Oh, I mean, I feel like it's just like it's such a fun concept, especially like when the original is so. I don't know, like I would love to see more stuff like this in the future. You know? Yeah. I think it's like just it's a cool trend.
Horror movies, because the thing is that like you can watch Halloween dubbed in Spanish, or in French or Italian. But like, I want to answer the question, because like the dubs for the Comanche dub for this movie was provided by the same cast of the English speaking.
Yep. I'm sure. Yeah.
So I'm trying to think like what is the like Halloween, but Jamie Lee Curtis is speaking like high school tier French in it or something.
I think so.
I got it. This is a weird one, but this is a throwback to one of the first movies we watched on this podcast. Give me the French dub of As Above, So Below.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good one. I love that. In a version of it, instead of where they're all tourists, they're all just like actual French people.
Yeah. They were French people. I think they would have like the knowledge to like not fuck around in the catacombs. But I don't know what French people are like.
I don't know.
They're freaks. We just saw in this movie. Actually, we know that they're freaks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Look, I feel like that they're not necessarily known as being the most sensible.
Yeah. Sorry to any French people who are listening to us. If it makes you feel any better, just remember the extreme predisposition your people have to striking and collective action compared to the most cucked nation in the world, the United States of America.
Us, yes. Good old us.
Yeah. Probably not the most, but like top 5.
Yeah, we're definitely up there for sure.
We are a deeply cucked people.
Oh yeah.
The government, it's listen, I don't want to sound like I'm out here being like armchair warriors or everything, but it's just like, the government would just like issue a thing that's like, you have to shoot a dog on your drive to work every morning, and someone would just be like, man, I don't like this quota. Does it have to be legal?
It's such a pain in the ass. It really ruins my morning.
I made myself too sad thinking about that one, actually.
Oh no, yeah. Don't worry, it's not real. None of it's real. None of it's real.
Thank God. Thank God. You want to do recommendations?
Oh yeah, let's. Do you got something? I can go first if you don't.
Yeah, my recommendation this week is going to be a Mogwai album. Ooh. Mogwai album, the album Young Team. It has been, the thing is that when I like to listen to Mogwai, but the thing is that I only ever listen to Mogwai because I think Mogwai and post rock in general really is like top tier fucking music. Like, sure, I think
totally.
I think that like as a genre, you really cannot do much better than post rock, and like it's gonna be different from person to person. Like obviously. Like, there's a lot of, like, more sensual, poppy stuff. And, like, I'm not immune to this. This is not all that I listen to. But I think that, like, if I can't think of anything, I'm either going to listen to, like, early M83, Mogwai, or Explosions in the Sky. And the thing is that, like, every time I listen to Mogwai album during sex, I'm like, oh, this album's so fucking good.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a huge reason why I don't listen to music while I have sex, because I feel like I just get distracted and be like, no, wait, hold on. Oh, it's so good. You gotta listen to this part.
The thing is that like I feel that way so much about music with lyrics, which is like that's my kryptonite.
Sure.
Like post rock, the benefit of post rock is that there's little to no lyrics, or at least little to no sensical lyrics.
Yes.
But I just think that Mogwai's Young Team is just a really fucking good album. The last track on the album, Mogwai Fears Satan, it's like 16 minutes long, and it's so fucking good. I really, really, really like that album.
No, that's great. Yeah. My recommendation this week is a podcast. I have been...
A podcast?
Yes, I have been working my way through the backlog and also, like, the newer stuff that's been coming out of E1, Episode 1, which is... it's a sort of long-form improv podcast, like semi-improv, mostly improv, but with, like, some pre-planned parts with it. where every episode is the first episode of a new podcast, basically. It's really, really good. And, like, because of that, if, like, you find one concept to be not that funny, hey, just skip to a different episode. Because the thing is, like, I've not found everyone, like, extremely funny, but I've found enough of them extremely funny that, like, it took me about a week before.
The Joe Biden one is the only one that I've heard, but it's
they're also good. I love the Jedi's episode. That one's really funny. They have a mandatory HR meeting that is really good. Zero Suit Camus, Hessa from Seeking Derangements is on it. Yeah.
I only know them from their tweets. I don't know them from any of their podcasts, which is like, I would love to get to. Great handle, by the way, Zero Suit Camus.
I know, and just the perfect display, like profile picture too. Just love it. We love a girl who's deranged.
Yep.
But yeah. So, I think, like, if you don't love straight up, like, hardcore improv, you'll love this podcast because enough of it is planned and enough of it is not planned that I feel like it just really hits that perfect sort of, like, yes.
I've actually been listening to some Hey Riddle Riddle again lately, and I might have to dip in for this because Hey Riddle Riddle has been like that a lot for me.
Yeah.
I'm up on my podcasts, which I've finished my Shrieking Shack re-listen. I've listened to all the episodes of If Books Could Kill. And I'm caught up on Eidolon Playtest, my actual play for the time.
Right.
So now I'm just like, I'm like re-listening to The Dream, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I should listen to E1.
Yeah. I think I actually have a list in here of, like, here are the episodes that I think are good.
Send me that whole list. Give the audience like one or two.
So this one's early. It's called So I Wrote a Thing. I won't give you any context. That one's really good. And my other favorite one is Who Wants to Be Food. Which I will also not give you any context for because I feel like the surprise is part of the experience. But yeah, I am sweating like a stuck pig in here. So shall we wrap this bad boy up?
Yes. You can find us on Twitter as long as that website is still around, at Fearbaiting. Don't follow me. I'm not gonna get my fucking ad. Don't fucking bother. Like I've had like 3 follower requests sitting in my inbox for days, and like I just haven't touched them. Don't fucking follow me.
Yeah.
Follow me on Tumblr though. chiasoptanakos.tumblr.com. I retweet. What do I reblog? I reblog a lot of pictures of tigers. And more highly sexual posts.
Yes.
Not highly sexual, moderately sexual
Your
posts.
standard Sarah fare.
Your standard Sarah fare.
Yes.
Exactly.
Hey, you're getting what you get. It's what's written on the box. It's Sarah. Sarah's in the box and you're getting Sarah.
Yeah. You'll see some scantily clad anime women, you'll see some horny robots, it comes with the package now.
Absolutely.
Thank you to Noisepace.xyz and Matt, our podfather, for hosting this podcast. Noisepace.xyz is the URL for that. Thank you to Blair for our cover art. Thank you to Seda, people you meet outside of bars, for our incredible intro outro music. Find them at gaygothvibes.online. Blair, where can people find you?
You can follow my funky ass on Twitter, at BlairKitch on twitter.com, and also on tumblr.com, where sometimes I reblog things. That's about it. This is the place where I show up.
Yeah, exactly. Special Grade Snacks podcast is back. We have a new episode out. Yeah, it's back. I'm just gonna reference this again because it's not like close, but it's close-ish. We are coming up at the end of the summer, which does mean we are going to transition the show to monthly once my semester starts, probably, because I be fucking busy.
Yep. Look, you've all been in school at some point in your lives. You understand how it is.
Yeah. We will do our best to, the thing is that month is the minimum I'm going to promise. If I can sneak together a second episode in a month, I will be happy to put that out, but we're planning for, once September comes, we're planning for one episode a month.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all. I'm looking forward to keeping this podcast going. I've really enjoyed being back in the saddle here.
Yeah.
But until next time, I have been Sarah.
I have been Blair.
And remember,
you can put a fucked up guy anywhere.
Good night, everyone.
See ya.